to another Mish Mash Monday. My name's Dawn, I'm your inclusive crafter. Today I have ideas spilling out all over my office. And yeah, I've got so many things lined up. I'm a little bit bogged down. But hey ho, it's Monday, it's another new week. We've got lots going on, and first thing I've done is this. I'm so pleased with this. So I've made a tag. And I've backed it using the yellow dotty paper. Sorry, I'm just making sure we're on recording. Here we are. Get myself comfortable. It's going to be a long haul. So I made a tag and a pocket. You may recall I said that I quite liked the idea of there being something covering over the image, and I've kind of followed that through into this little idea, in that I have made a pocket. Look at this, I'm so chuffed with this. And I've made this, and when we put the tag in here, when I pop it into the journal, look how pretty that is. Can you see? Let me just hope you can see, if you can see. Isn't that just gorgeous? I'm really chuffed with that. So I have made it. I'm going to talk you through how I made it, so that at least you know. To be honest with you, I could do tutorials on this type of thing, but they take me so long to work out that if I was to actually do a video showing you how I'm doing it, the video would be about 5 hours long, and I kid you not on that. So that's how long things take me to work out. So this one, to be fair, this has probably only taken me a couple of hours to work out what I'm doing and how to do it. So what I did was I printed off the page that has got that design on, and I worked out what part of it I wanted as the tag, and then the outer part of it, basically. I had to print 2 pages, by the way, so there is stuff to play with after you've done this. So let me just show you what I've done. So then I printed out 2 pages. I cut out the piece that's got that ensconced in it, allowing for obviously your folds, and I have also folded it there as well to give that top some extra strength. Then I folded it in, and then this section here, what I did with this was I got my ribbon, which I laid over some stick back plastic, some clear stick back plastic, because it wasn't wide enough, and it also needed something to adhere to because it was a bit flimsy, and I didn't want the tag to keep catching on it. So I laid it on some sticky back plastic, and then I put some acetate, just some transparent acetate, over the top of that to make the window. So now I've got that ribbon ensconced between the acetate and the sticky back plastic, basically. So that's how I've done that part of it. And then I've literally just made gussets on the window itself. So that's going to stick into the journal like that, and that's going to go there. And I just used my pretty fluted corner edger for the corner bits, my plain edge rounder for the bottom, and I've just put some of these little netting ribbony stuff that I've used here into the eyelet. So that's what I've done so far this morning. I have got other ideas, I'm getting there, and I just want to now find a good place to pop this one into. And I think I'm not going to put it there because I have a plan for that. I quite like the idea of putting it on here, actually. So I'm going to when that's together, just to make sure I have cut this to the size it needs to be. Yeah, perfect. I like that. So, do we want it on this side? Let's have a look at that. I don't think it really makes a lot of odds actually. Okay, I'm going to put it on that side. So, this is going to be my first piece of ephemera down. Sudden pulleys. Oh, it's a little droopy, nice. So let's pop some glasses in, because that always helps, doesn't it? You do it every time. And so, gonna pop some Glooby-Doo on here. So, how are we all doing this morning? For those of you that are members of Amanda's Trophy Club, thank you so much for watching the video on Wednesday last week. Welcome to my new subscribers. Lovely to have you. Um, yeah, the channel is slowly building, which is lovely. And we're getting there with it, which is nice. And it's really nice actually that some people really appreciate what I'm doing. And that's absolutely lovely. It's really nice to think that what they're doing is appreciated and liked. Otherwise it kind of makes it a little bit of a waste of time, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm popping that in there. Make sure I didn't do that. But one horrible moment now, the top of that I was about to swear on camera. That would have been awful. Right, it would be so much easier if I just took this out of here, wouldn't it? Let me take that out of there just for a moment, just while I get this sorted. Okay, it's not straight now, which is really frustrating. Well, it's going to have to do. It's down now. I don't think it really notices too much, does it? Okay, so that's that one in there, and then she is going to come down here, and hopefully, she says slot in there, and she should, in theory, marry up with the border. Perfect. There we go. First piece in. I'm so chuffed with that. That is lovely. I'm really, really happy with that. That's gorgeous. Now, I am wondering about doing a little bit around the edge, but it's quite heavily decorated anyway. And I'm not too sure exactly what I have. There was one little piece I wanted to put on. Let me see. I've got these which are obviously part of. Sorry, there's my hedge in the way there. I've got these which are part of this particular design. I'm just wondering if I might just put that maybe somewhere in here. I had planned to use them as tabs and then I forgot. Could pop it across there, couldn't I? Maybe not put it on that side. I don't like it on that side of here enough. Put it at the top, at the bottom. I don't know. See, this is where I start losing the plot a little bit. I think I quite like it there, if I'm honest. That's what I'm going to do with that. I do like that. And pop a little bit of ink just around there. Just to take off those little old white edges. Like so. I didn't put in the blue pins, so hopefully this won't. Now Now, I do need to be really careful with this because I have found with the glue, if it moves around on the acetate, it marks the acetate really badly. So bear with me just while I put this into position because I don't want to move it once I've put it down. I think that's just perfect. I honestly do not feel it needs any more than that. I think that's lovely. Very, very happy with that. So that is my first piece popped in. I have planned on putting one other piece. So the journal card, not journal card, that I made. When did I make it? On Saturday, I think. Oops, it's just fallen out. I had planned where I'm going to put that, and now it's just fallen out. And I can't remember where I was going to put it. Oh yes, I can. I remember. I remembered it. I thought I remembered. Maybe I didn't remember. Oh, I was going to put it, I believe. In there was no, it wasn't. I was not going to put it on there at all. I'm telling you, huge bits. I was going to put it on there. And the reason I'm going to put it on there is because this little tag here, which I put into it, marries up with this here. And I think that really looks quite lovely there, doesn't it? Now then, before I stick it down, I need to decide if I want it as a top pocket or as a tuck. I haven't made my mind up, and I think that's why I didn't put it in actually. So I am still going to leave that. I am going to pin that on there though, so that I don't forget where I'm putting it. Because I will, I absolutely will. But the brain of a chocolate frog. There we go. Now I won't forget. So that's in there. Okay. So that's two pieces. Yay. Yay me. Right. My next project is I want to make an envelope. So there aren't any envelopes that come with the kit, but they're easy peasy to make. And what I tend to do is I tend to make templates out of things that I like. So I liked the shape of this envelope, so I made a template out of it on quite hefty black cardstock. Okay. I didn't want to use the envelope itself. I can't even remember where this came from actually. Oh yes, I can. I think this envelope came out of the. Oh gosh, what was the name of? Bear with me. Let me just have a look at the name of it. I've got it here. It is Daphne's Diary. That's where I got that from. So I liked the shape of it, and so I made it into a template basically. However, it's difficult to see where to put it because you can't see through it. So next step was top tip. I made myself just a very rough template. Okay, so I made a very rough template out of acetate. I've marked off the bit of the envelope that you would effectively see, unless of course you had it round the opposite way, in which case that wouldn't work at all, not in this occasion. So now I can put this on here, and I can see exactly where I want to cut, which is marvellous, isn't it? How clever am I? Not really, but there you go. So I am not going to be able to get those round that way. It just won't work. I've tried every which way. I have found a way that does work because I do love this, and I think that would make a beautiful, absolutely beautiful envelope. So I kind of worked out that if I put it like so, I can going to get both my birdies in. That all sits very nicely, doesn't it? And when the envelope is in, if I have it up that way to go into the journal, maybe in a little tuck spot or something, those birds actually don't look bad that way round, do they? And that's what I'm doing, folks. So I know that works. What I'm going to do is, let's lay plans and all, this is where it all goes peeps on. I need to just mark where these little indentations are so that I know where to put my template to draw around my templates. Does that make sense? So I've got my 4 little markers there. Alrighty. So that's my 4 little markers. I am now going to put on my template to marry up with those markers. It's technical, isn't it? Everything's on my markers. Right, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there. That'll do nicely. As long as we've got 3 lined up. Yeah. As long as we've got 3 lined up, then I'm alright with that. Okay. Now, ordinarily, people would be really sensible and just take that down, wouldn't they, so that it doesn't move. Maybe I ought to be sensible. What do you think? Okay, I'll be sensible. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on, just to stop it moving, just while I draw around, okay? Just make everybody happy, including myself. There we go. Right, and now I'm just going to draw around this, and hopefully I'll be able to see where the lines are, and be able to cut it out. And then I can hold it up, and Bob's your auntie's blooming uncle, I bet yourself an envelope. Ta-la. Right, I'm going to pull that off. That was just a little bit of washi tape. I don't know if I said that. Again, memory of an amoeba. Let me get that up. Come up here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Okay. Draw that just round there. Have you got a line I can follow? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So, I've got a line I can follow. Yay me. Oh, I forgot to say, I put it on here. Now, the lines I'm not bothered about. I know it's lines, and I know in theory they should go that way or that way, but these aren't going to in this envelope, and I'm absolutely okay with that because I kind of like the fact that it's going to be a little bit pickledy. So, here we go, folks. We're going into the quilt. I might not speak a lot while I'm doing this because I'm concentrating. Take that off because it's in the way. And if this works, which there's no reason why it shouldn't do, really, then it's an awesome way to actually make your own envelopes if you don't have an envelope board, which I don't. I'm trying to stay in shot as well when I'm doing this, which is adding to my here. So, let's think it's on. Lost the line. I think that's it there. So we're going to go in there. I'm pretty sure that's it, yeah. There we go. Here, crisis diverted. And there. Oh gosh, I can hardly breathe. The suspense. Okay, nearly there. Oh, cool. There we go. Marvellous. And I've got that to play with as well, which is lovely. So, I'm allowing myself, oh, I can't throw that away. So I keep the corners, because I make belly bands and things out of them. If you haven't seen that video, it's somewhere. I have, it is up there somewhere. I've got it. I just can't see it for the life of me. No, it can't be. I can't even remember what I called it to be fair. Right, I am going to make some score lines. I don't think it's open to colour at this point. Right, so we want a score line there, I do believe. And we want a score line there. And we want a score line here. Oh, I'm going to be dancing if this all works. It's not a pretty sight, you don't want to see it. And yeah, come on. How marvellous. Okay, let's see what it looks like folded out. Slightly tiny, huh? Right then, and so we fold this here, and we fold this here, and we fold this here. And actually, I quite like the way those lines are. Look, that looks actually quite nice, doesn't it? Oh, that's fabuloso. Okay, so that's the back of the envelope. How exciting is that? And then, look at that. How perfect is that? Oh, I'm so happy. Happy. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I think that's turned out really well, actually. I would have had it up that way in the journal, I believe. But the lovely key I've managed to keep in as well. Love it. Oh, I'm so chuffed with my own self. How lovely. Oh, I could sit that next to it. I'm saying it's lovely. It looks like a kilter, actually. Not that I'm going to cry about it. I'll show you the form. Oh, it's not. It is the same. Bit of an optical illusion there, to be fair. It looks like it was all squiffy, but it's not. Yum, love it. Right then, let me put it together. So, we have an envelope basically, and and that's how you do it. So I hope you liked that. Oh, I haven't inked it. I'm so excited about gluing it together. I haven't inked it. Let me ink it. I cannot believe that actually worked. You see, life is just a bowl of cherries, isn't it? It's just marvellous when things come together. I'm sorry this is going to take me a little while to ink, but it's not something I could have done up front, I'm afraid. And I do want to ink all around the edges because I'm not sure, until it goes in the journal, I'm not sure what you're going to see and what you're not going to see. I've got a feeling I'm just going to use this as a tuck-in rather than a pocket. So I do want to make sure that all the little bits are inked suitably. I'm just going down the little edge there. And turn it over and go down the little edge there. I have got such an itchy eye this morning. I do believe, hopefully, that is kicking in really badly. Okay, mustn't grumble. Most life and hay fever, isn't there? Yeah. What have I got to tell you? I don't really think I've got any news. I've got nothing going on. Um, I'm fully aware that Easter is coming up, and I haven't even got Easter eggs sorted out yet. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bind, really. It's all a bit of a necessary expense, and now I can really buy chocolate any time of the year. Right, have I done everything? I believe we have. No, sometimes. Right, now, let's pop this down. Just going to pop a little bit of glue on here. Not too close to here because I don't want it closing itself up. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that edge there. A little bit of glue on this edge here. And a little bit of glue on here. And in theory, that should work very nicely. Stop throwing glue around. Pop it down. And there we go. An envelope. How fab is that? I love it. I just love it. I'm so chuffed that worked. And I'm really pleased with this as well. These stripes have come out far better than I anticipated they would, which is lovely as well. So that's rather nice. Perfect. There we go. Envelope. Sorted. Love it. Okay, next on the agenda, I'm going to put that in with the ephemera bits and pieces that I've already done. And pop my glue. Pin in my glue. And then, so with doing that pocket, I have ended up with these pieces. As I say, I did need to print off 2 sheets. So she actually came out of the centre of the pocket. I've ended up with 2 little bits like this. Now that I thought would make a perfect belly band. Just need to trim it up a little bit at the top. I think, maybe, not sure. Probably not actually thinking about it. And then I've ended up with 2 pieces like this. So I'm going to make pockets with those. I'm going to make a belly band with that. I probably might make a tag with that one actually. Haven't made my mind up, so I'm just going to put that to one side. And then this, I think, would be a nice side tuck somewhere in the journal. So that's going to be a side tuck. And again, is it my eyes or is that not cut? So that's 7 centimetres down there and 7 centimetres up there. Yeah, that looks squiffy to me. I reckon it's my glasses. It definitely looks wedge shaped. But it's definitely 7, 7, 7, and 7. How very bizarre. So I'm going to have this as a tuck in. So let's have a look and see where we're going to put that. Because I could get that in now, couldn't I? So this, I generally don't like putting things right in the first page, although, would look nice there, wouldn't it? I don't want to cover these pages up. They're so beautiful, aren't they? I have got plans. It's alright. I've got plans. I think my birdies might go on here in the tuck actually. That's a possibility. Oh, I've got this here, so I could put it here. No. Oh, this. Now then, that came off of the birdie bit, didn't it? I've just had, is this an ephemera myself? I wonder if I did that as a top and put that in there. Oh, that's nice. I don't mind if I've got two tops. I'm going to do that. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. Right, okay. We have a plan. So, you to decide. Let me just take these little bits off here because we don't need those bits on there, do we? Take those bits off of there. And I don't want to leave too much in the book. How big does that make that top? Or, no, let's go with 3.5. 3.5 works well, do you think? Yes, I think so. Okay, let me take that scoring bit out of there. Oh yeah, I quite like that. That'll make a nice little old side tuck a room, won't it? So that'll go there. So that can go in there. Why is that not the same size as the page? Because you've not got it straight, you've done that. Okay, what I'm doing, I do want to put just a little bit of a fun notch in there. A wider one. We don't want that. Let's use this one. And shallow. Just going to get the centre. I've got this. Just give it a little pinch there to the centre. Okay. I'm just going to take out, I think, there. Perfect. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'm going to take this page out of here while I'm doing it. Let me move these out of the way so that we don't get glue on bits that I don't want glue on. Okay, we're back to inking, I'm afraid. This is what happens when you're making on the fly. Do I want to round any corners? Yes, I do. As it happens, I'm going to round that one, and I'm going to round that one. There we go. A little bit of ink around, just to keep the continuity. And I also need to find something to go in the envelope. And I'm probably airing towards some ledger page perhaps would be nice. From Amanda's ledger kits, which would be lovely. That would work really nicely, wouldn't it, in there? Right, Inky Poo's done. Let's get gluing. That one. Look how wiggly that is. Oh gosh. I don't know how people do these things straight. I really don't. It's like I've got to do two, isn't it? Well, I can just do my thumbnail saying you can. Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Right, I'll bring this down slightly just so I can make sure that's lined up nicely. There and there. You see, it's slightly different, isn't it? How have I got two pieces of paper a slightly different size when they were both printed on the same paper? That's really weird, isn't it? You'll do. Fluff it a bit, okay. that. My little envelope. Look, it's all made out of that's all from the same page. So that'll slot in there beautifully. How brilliant is that? So exciting, isn't it? I am so sad. There we go. So that's that. Right, let's put the glue pin back in there. Okay, now I suppose the question would be, do we actually want to put anything on here? Now then, I am aiming towards, I don't know, I think I'd like a couple of little butterflies actually, and I'm saying a couple because I like them. Right, I think I want to do a little spray of butterflies on there. That's interesting. I think that probably is actually. But that looking on there and those two, I think that looks really nice. And that's what I'm doing. And again, pop a little bit of glue. No, I'm not popping glue on yet. I thought we were popping ink on there. There we go. That's that one. Then a little bit on here as well. And that's that one. Okay. Lovely. And I'm going to pop them down. Yay! Do you know, I love butterflies. I think they're absolutely beautiful. But I can't bear if they land on me. I say we go to quite regularly. We don't go regularly at all. We have frequented butterfly houses on a number of occasions. It's not, we haven't got lots of them. It's not frequently at all. And I absolutely freak out when they land on me. I can't bear it. I don't know why, because I think they're absolutely beautiful and I love them. I just can't bear them when they land on me. I don't even mind when they kind of flutter past me, even if they're close. But yeah, just I think it's the leg. Oh, I think it's the legs that does it because they're kind of spidery legs, and I have a major aversion to spiders. I think that's what it is. I think if I didn't have legs, I'd be alright. Oh dear. Let me pop that one. Oh, I don't know where I want this one now. Maybe there. Okay, perfect. Love that. That's really pretty, isn't it? Love it, love it, love it. Do I want to do any embellishing on here? I don't think I do, if I'm honest. Probably not. So I'm going to leave that for now. Just wondering if we want a little bit of bling on here. Do we want a little bit of bling? Bling, 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 bling. Bling, bling. I don't know why I'm saying something, I'm sure. It's not something you really need to hear, is it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting this on here just for the sake of it. To be fair. I probably am. Don't know. Let me cut some off and I can have a look and see what you think. Quite cute. Yeah. I'll do that. Because I'm desperate to use my blend, but it's got to look nice, hasn't it? And again, if you've not seen the videos before, I just added a little bit of glue. They are sticky back, but I don't know how strong they are. So, oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Love that. That's really pretty. Okay. I like that. I'm not doing any more now. You can go over the top of things, can't you, Dawn? Yes, you can. Right, that's that one done. Okay, so this one is, let's see if I can find it. I'm just checking the time. I don't want to, oh, there we go. So this one is here. No, you see, if I did a belly band there, I'd want to do it similar to that, and then, yeah, no, I don't want that one there. However, what's on this side? Let's have a look here. What have we got here? That's really heavy. No, that's not going to work either. That's because I have an idea for really. Oh, that's where my pocket's going to go, folks. I'm going to put my pocket on there. Yeah, I'm going to put a pocket on there, and I'm going to use this. I'm not sure how I want that pocket to look at the moment, so I'm going to leave that in there. So that's going to be a pocket for in there. It's coming along, isn't it? What did we decide with that? Belly band, didn't we? No, side tuck. Could be belly band with that. Okay, I'm dithering now. I'm going to call it a day for now because my throat's really tickly. I'm about to start coughing a lot, I think. So I will look forward to seeing you. Let me just show you what we have done today. What have we done today? Oh dear, I'm choking now. Right then, let's have a look see. So we've got the side tuck with the envelope. Very happy with that. I might put something just on the back there actually, thinking about it. You have, we've got a potential side tuck there, but that actually, I'm going to put that on there because I don't want two side tucks right at the beginning of the journey. This is going to end up in a pocket there. That's what I've decided that. We have got my beautiful lady in her pocket there, which is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely love that. And what else have we done today, folks? Have we done anything else today? I don't think so. Have we? Can't remember. And we've decided where that's going as well. So that's as far as we have got for now. I'm going to call it a day. And I will look forward to seeing you all for No Waste Wednesday when I can use up my bits so I don't waste them. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.